Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Nick again with another financial video. And look, that's right, I'm pulling double duty for you this week. And with this video, we're going to continue down the alternate investing route. However, we're not going to be including stock market or real estate investments. So if you're one of those people who you're already invested heavily in the stock market and in real estate and you're just looking for a way to diversify your portfolio, or if you're not really interested in investing in real estate or the stock market, these top 5 ways that I got for you can be a good way for you to park your money in those alternative ways if you're just looking to be different from the pack. All right. Now, before we begin, I'm gonna ask you to hit that like button and make sure you stay throughout the whole video because I'm actually going to have a bonus way for y'all. Okay. So, without further ado, after you hit that like button, I'm gonna wait. Okay, now let's begin. All right, so this first one that I got labeled here, right, is probably one of the more popular ways to invest in the current era. All right, now I also kind of was thinking against putting this on here because I've actually been confused on exactly what cryptocurrency is. But after I've done my research, I'm going to say I still am a tad bit confused. However, I'm going to explain this to you in the best way possible. All right. So cryptocurrency was created back in 2009, right after that major stock market and real estate crash we had in 2008, as a way to bypass centralized banks. So cryptocurrency is a decentralized currency. Okay, and as I get through this, I'll explain to you more on what that means. But pretty much, if you have a specific type of cryptocurrency in the United States, it's going to be exact same in other countries. All right. So it's a digital currency, and the way this works is think of it as tokens whenever you go to an arcade. Right? So that's pretty much what cryptocurrency is, but it's completely digital. It's not, you don't get those physical coins in your hands. So there's only a finite amount of cryptocurrency that's made. Now there's hundreds of different types of cryptocurrencies, but each one of those cryptocurrencies only has a handful that are made or mined, right? That's what that's considered. And this leads to less inflation. Right. So with inflation, the U.S. government, we just consistently print out money that, we owe ourselves. And so that drives the power of the dollar down. With cryptocurrency, you shouldn't have that problem. The thing with cryptocurrency is, however, just like the regular currency that we have right now, the only way that you generate a profit is strictly through supply and demand. So what that means is, the only way that your portfolio will grow in the specific crypto you're invested in is if somebody is willing to buy more crypto at a higher price than what you bought it for. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, cryptocurrency does have a very volatile history, right? Bitcoin, which is one of the most popular ones, at one point it went from 20,000 down to 3,200 in just one day. That actually happened. Now, as the two most popular cryptocurrencies is Bitcoin, as I mentioned above, and Ethereum. Both of them are cryptocurrencies, but both of them have kind of different ways of being special in the cryptocurrency space. All right. Now, the best way to invest in cryptocurrency is to just ask yourself if you believe that this is the future of, of worldwide currency. And if you do believe that, then hey, you may want to invest in it. Also, there is a certain belief that everybody should at least invest 1% of their net worth into cryptocurrency, into some type of cryptocurrency, just so you can be exposed to it. And believe it or not, you can already buy goods and services worldwide. Right, so I can actually use Bitcoin or Ethereum to buy food down in China right now, or some kind of supplies in China right now. There's an article that I'm going to link down in the description along with all the other ones that I use for this video, right, that really does a great job explaining what cryptocurrency is and the usefulness of it. And I'm not investing in cryptocurrency myself, but after reading this article, It's really starting to change my mind and get me more interested in investing in crypto than I did before, okay? So cryptocurrency is the first alternative way to invest your money that I have listed here. Okay, so the next way that I have to alternatively invest your money is from peer-to-peer lending, okay? So if you're interested in helping people while also investing your money, this may be a route you want to go. Now, this started back in 2006 on online platforms, and it's actually the fastest growing invested methods in the world, believe it or not. So the way it works is that you loan money to just average people, and by doing this, you're actually bypassing the banks by you being the investor. Now, this actually gives these people a better chance to get loans, especially if they have bad credit. Okay, now things that these people can get loans for is for weddings, cars, down payments on their house, etc., stuff like that. Now, this is going to be available through online platforms like LendingTree and Prosper. And on these platforms, typically the way that they work is, yes, you'll be investing in these people through their platform, but you're going to have to pay a fee, and that fee that you pay the platform is going to be roughly 1% of your portfolio. Okay. Now, the way this also works is, let's say you're interested in investing in their platforms. Okay. There's going to be a list of borrowers that you can choose to invest in, and the platform is going to vet those applicants for you, right? Or they're going to do their due diligence for you. And it's going to list things such as the borrower's credit scores, delinquencies, and other type of public records like that. You're also allowed to do even more of your own research on specific borrowers if you choose. So also keep this in mind, just like in any investment, the less risky the borrower is, right? So that means the better their credit score is, the better their history of borrowing is, the less return you're going to get, and vice versa. The worse their credit score is, right, and the worse type of borrower that they've been over time, the better your score is your investment is going to be, because there's a possibility that you're not going to get your money back. Okay. Initial investments through the platforms are as low as $25. And you also have the ability to invest in multiple borrowers throughout the platform, right? So you can have a good allocation between more risky and less risky borrowers, kind of just like the stock market. And if you choose to do that, the platforms are actually going to take an average of all of those borrowers, and they're going to come up with your interest rate through that, okay? So peer-to-peer lending is the second way to alternatively invest your money if you're not interested in putting any more in stock market or real estate. Okay, y'all. So if you're looking for a more safer way to invest your money with a guaranteed return, U.S. Treasury bills and bonds may be the direction you want to look into. Now, what a Treasury bill is pretty much you're loaning money to the U.S. and they're going to promise to give you your money back with interest. Now, rates or the amount of interest you get is going to fluctuate with how interest rates look throughout the country. Now, as we all know now, current interest rates are historically low, so you're not going to get much of a return, but it's still a guaranteed return. Okay, so there's 4 different types of Treasury bills, and they all vary by time, okay? So what that means is that the longer you keep your money in, the higher your interest rate is going to be, all right? So the first one is T-bills, and these are short term, and they range from a 4 to 50 week span, okay? So 52 weeks is going to be at its most mature, and that's where you're going to get your highest amount of interest. Next, you have T-bonds that range from a 10 to 30 year period. You got T-bills that go from a 2 to 10 year period, and you have something that's called T or Treasury inflation protected securities, and these actually adjust over time to keep up with inflation, okay? Now, a good reason to invest in these is, let's say you have a stock portfolio, right, and you want to do some asset allocation, well, since bonds do give you a guaranteed return, right, that can help you with some of the validity that may occur during the stock market. You know, if it starts going low, you'll still get some kind of return, so it doesn't make it, you know, it doesn't make your whole portfolio crash. Or, you know, let's just say you're looking to park an amount of money for a certain amount of time until you actually need it. Let's say you know you're going to buy a car within the next 4 to 52 weeks or a year or so, or you're going to buy a house and you want to park that money somewhere, but you also kind of wanted to gain a tad bit of interest. Putting your money in Treasury bills and bonds can be a good way to go. So if you're looking for a different way to invest that's a little more risky but with higher upside, investing in a small business may be a good way to go. Now, according to Doc Trace from FastCapital360.com, he states that this can be a great opportunity to invest with a higher potential of return than just the conventional way to invest, which is through the stock market. And I'm going to have that article listed down below in the description also, okay? Now, when it comes to investing in a small business, there's two ways to invest, okay? Now, you can invest with equity, right? Which means that you're actually going to gain stock, a percentage of stock or ownership within the company. Or you can invest through debt, right? Which means you're going to give that company a loan and they're going to give you regular payments with interest each month or so, all right? Now, according to an article by Cron.com, they state that some of the best ways to find out what small businesses are actually looking for loans is, you know, just network with people in your community. Talk to financial professionals such as lawyers, financial advisors, or tax professionals who know entrepreneurs and they're looking to start companies and they're looking for people to invest within those small businesses. Or actually call your local chamber of commerce within the area and see if they know of any local businesses looking for investors. And you can also, similar to peer-to-peer lending, you can also use some online platforms to invest in these small businesses, such as Funding Circle and Street Shares. So, although investing in small businesses can be very risky, you know, if there's somebody that you're looking to support and you believe in their business ideas, right? And you do your due diligence and you know what they're about and you believe in their business prowess and, you know, you really think the company is going to succeed. Hey, investing in a small business may be a better way to invest your money than in the stock market or any other kind of investment. And lastly, y'all, one of the best ways to not only alternatively invest, but to invest, period, is by starting your own business and just basically direct investing in yourself. All right. Now, it's known that, you know, education is directly proportional to the amount of wealth you get. The more you know, right, and the more you actually perform what you know, the more you can earn. Simple like that. Nowadays, there's a lot of low-cost businesses that you can start up and start earning extra income. Things like consulting, teaching, IT support, online businesses, you name it. As a matter of fact, I may have a video coming out on some of the top low-cost businesses that you can start easily by yourself. So y'all stay tuned for that. Also, there's certain side hustles that you can invest in that are low cost, right? For example, I'm gonna just use myself. Back in 2016, I got my TABC liquor license in the state of Texas to be a bartender, and that cost me $500. Okay, and even though I was working at a bar that didn't tip very well, I mean, I pretty much made my money back in about a week or two, and that was just working at the bar part-time. But we all know bartenders, you can get $500 in a day. All right, and I'm also a certified notary in the state of Texas. If y'all need either one of these, y'all hit me up, by the way. But I'm also a certified notary in the state of Texas, and to get my notary commission, you know, all together, that for the commission and the supplies and stuff, that cost me about $200, right? Very, very low startup, but there's no amount of money, there's no end to the amount of money that you can make in things like this, right? So these are perfect side hustles that you can do. Now, one of my favorite books ever is The 4-Hour Workweek. People who close to me know that I talk about this all the time. And the reason why I like it so much is because the author gives you ideas of how to not only start a business, but to be able to build a business to where it works on autopilot, okay? To where you delegate every single job that you have and it just works like a well-oiled machine, and you could just walk away from it and do whatever you do on a daily basis. He only works on his business for 4 hours a week, right? Hence the name. And this is what starting your own business can do for you if you have that vision, okay? Now, not only can you just invest in a business or just business ideas, you can also invest in new skills or courses that will help you improve in your current job, right? Or, you know, you can invest in courses to where you can actually start up these businesses, right? So let's say, you know, you work an IT job and there's an extra course at a certain school or online that you see that can help you, that can, you know, help you improve, right? You can bring that skill to your job and maybe it'll help you get that raise or that promotion. Or you can, you know, invest in courses like organization or time management courses, right? That can help you become better organized or manage your time better. And that can, you know, help you make more money too, because you actually know like what you're doing, okay? So basically investing in yourself is really one of the #1 ways you should start investing, period, okay, before you even do anything else. Investing in yourself is the top way to invest, period. Okay, y'all, no paper this time, but if you lasted this entire time throughout this video, I told you I got a bonus for you. And that bonus is simply paying off debt, okay? If, let's say you have a car payment, all right, and you're owing over 4% on that payment, and it's like $350 a month. Once you pay off that car, guess what? It's like you're getting a raise for $350, right? Or let's say you have massive credit card debt that you can pay off that totals up to about $300 or $400 a month. You work on getting that paid off, guess what? Now you have that $400 to keep each month to invest, right? Or to save, or to just have more peace of mind. Same with student loans, okay? If we work on getting those paid off, that's going to be extra money that you're not going to have to worry about, right? If any of you have listened to Dave Ramsey, he believes that debt, right, is one of the worst things that you can have. And working on paying off as much debt as you can before you go any further is really one of the best things that you can do for yourself, for your family, and for your future. All right. And so with that being said, y'all, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I gave you some good ideas to look into for these alternative ways of investing. And with that said, y'all, look, like the video, comment down at the bottom, tell me how you liked it. I hope it helped you a lot. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, man. Click that little notification bell at the bottom. And look, with that being said, I'll see y'all next time. I hope you're being safe out there. And look, until the next video, peace out.